What is up, guys? Richard Cactus here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and today we've got something pretty exciting because we're exploring the moon, the brand new location coming in the not yet released Shadowkeep expansion for Destiny 2. So huge shout out to Bungie for providing for my flights and accommodations so I could attend this event and get this gameplay for you guys. And yeah, we are literally exploring the moon, and first things first, I got something I can confirm right off the bat for you guys. The moon is 100% haunted. Just want to put that out there. That is confirmed. I can say that for a fact. And let's start talking about this new location. Now, I say new, and a lot of it is brand new, but for you Destiny 1 vets, a lot of it will feel very familiar as well. I found myself going around in my Sparrow and being like, oh, I've been here. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Especially at the very end, I go near the Hellmouth, and that all looks and feels extremely familiar. However, there's revamps to buildings, there's tons of new lost sectors that obviously weren't there in Destiny 1 when there was no lost sectors, and the moon is kind of cracking and I don't want to say like imploding or exploding or something, but something bad is happening on the moon, somehow even worse than the things happening on the moon in Destiny 1, because again, these green glowing cracks are all emerging throughout this map as well to expose just how serious the problem is. So let's take a look here firstly at the full map of the moon, because it's one thing to say the moon is bigger, it's another to literally show you. So the old moon map kind of ended with the Hellmouth. You could go further, but that became a strike area. But as you can see, there is an entirely new publicly travelable area with Sorrow's Harbor right here. So you can fast travel there. As you can see, public events can spawn there. There's a lost sector, there's different chests, and we've also got on this map another new area with this crashed fallen catch. And as you can see, with its size compared to the other parts of the map, like it's bigger than the opening of the Hellmouth. This is a pretty sizable area, this catch. However, the starting area, the Anchor of Light area, Archer's Line, and the Hellmouth are going to be generally the returning areas from Destiny 1. Now, let's go talk to Eris Morn. She is going to be the planetary vendor for the moon. As you can see, great view of the moon with the Scarlet Keep in the background. Also, Eris has got a little spookster friend up to the top right. But you can see her inventory right here. So, she's going to have a collection of different bounties, all of which are going to award experience and helium filaments, which are the brand new planetary resource to the moon, returning from Destiny 1. Now, noticeably, there's quite a lot more in terms of bounties being offered here than your average planetary vendor. Like if you go to Io and you talk to Ashamir, he only has like 3 different rotating daily bounties that are going to award you with the Io planetary resource. So this has 5, and that's pretty significant to stock up on this brand new resource quickly. And as you can see, Eris is going to be where you go and pick up your Shadowkeep bonus items if you got the deluxe edition or what have you. So there's a brand new ornament for the two-tailed fox exotic rocket launcher, and it appears that you can just straight pick up this rocket launcher right here. Now, I had already unlocked it, so I'm not sure if you haven't earned it, if you can just get it from Eris, but that's something to note. If you don't have it, go and check Eris right off the bat. Then we've got a new emblem, as you can see, and a new emote Hearing Whispers shown here, and a new ghost shell. And continuing on from there, I next go and participate in a public event. Now, this is a Warsat public event, so nothing we really haven't seen before. The only somewhat of a difference is there's a large presence of Hive swords. Like, there's a lot of knights coming at you, kill them, grab the sword. So multiple people here had easy access to the Hive swords, which makes it feel, I guess somewhat different. But then the other public event that I did, participate in is the Arsenal Walker public event, and that's where you have, the Fallen Walker, you kill its legs, then it spits out the different orbs, and to activate Heroic, you go and put it in the different force fields that doing 2 of the sides of the force field will let you get the Fallen weapons. So again, 2 public events we have already seen before. I was sad I didn't encounter a new one. Not saying there isn't a new one, but I just didn't encounter one. Now, something you're going to start to notice by seeing the background gameplay is, wait a minute, a lot of the enemies have the sword symbols, and these guys are not going down super easily. Now, I'm 750 light in the background gameplay, and that's generally what we're all going to be going into this expansion, and the moon is tailored like kind of shockingly higher than that. In fact, when I end up going into this Fallen Catch Lost Sector, I'm not even able to damage the enemies. And remember, Shadowkeep is getting hit with an update that makes it so that you can now damage enemies 100 power levels above you. So that shank is at least 850, if not higher. But it gets even crazier than that. During my exploration, I came across this scene here. It's the patrol symbol for killing enemies, but it's a nightmare, and you have the option to confront this nightmare. So I thought, why the heck not? Did it, and got my face crushed in. And as you can see, when I die here from this guy, it's 980 light, guys. 980. To put that into perspective, you literally cannot get gear that's above 960 power level in Shadowkeep. Seriously, that is the cap for gear drops. The only way to get higher is by leveling up your seasonal artifact. So to have this guy that high, 980, means that there's gonna be certain things on the moon that you're gonna have to come back for. Like, you're gonna have to potentially wait several weeks, do the raid, even stuff like that, to get those pinnacle rewards. Remember, to get drops, armor drops that go from 950 to 960, those are only available in pinnacle activities. So the raid and Iron Banner and stuff like that. So you're gonna have to do that kind of stuff potentially, gear up just to come back to the moon and face some of these enemies. At least that's what their power level seems to be geared towards. And that seems awesome. Like, that means that the moon is not just a throwaway location, that you're going to be done doing absolutely everything on the moon the first, day or week this expansion comes out. No, you're going to have to gear up pretty significantly and then come back later and do a lot of this stuff. Moving on, you're going to see me do a mission for Eris in Search of Answers, where I'm fighting a bunch of nightmare enemies and collecting phantasmal something essence for her. And you can see that these nightmares, again, are no joke. Like, if you come here straight 750, you're gonna encounter some problems. Like, I was having not the easiest time dealing with especially some of the ogres in this mission. They're no joke, and this is a great opportunity to talk about, like, during this background gameplay, in this mission especially where things are harder, talk about the new PvE meta, because obviously we're playing Shadowkeep with a lot of the changes that are coming with Shadowkeep that all you guys are going to experience. And first and foremost, something on my mind was the reload nerfs to things like the Titan Rally Barricade, as well as the Well of Radiance. And to be honest, when using it, it was significantly worse than it is right now. Like, going from literally instant reloading, spamming rockets with your mountaintop, to Shadowkeep, it is a stark contrast. In Shadowkeep, you will notice an increase in your reload speed. It's maybe just shy of doubling your reload speed, but that's really it. And when I was using my mountaintop, and eventually I switched off to the wave splitter, because like the mountaintop, its damage output is just crippled by this. Now, it's not a terrible weapon by any means. Like, just using it normally, like one-shot reload, is actually pretty phenomenal. It's like a special that can extend its range well beyond most other things in terms of, shotguns. It does shotgun damage, basically. In fact, it does 2 shotgun shots worth of damage, but you can snipe stuff across the map. And it kills multiple enemies at the same time, unlike a sniper. But I'm getting off topic. The point is, yeah, the things that were really good with instant reload, like, they are really not going to be that good with Shadowkeep. So you're going to have to start looking for new weapons, stuff like the Izanagi's Burden, that can somewhat benefit from these reload changes, and the meta is going to change pretty dramatically. Another big change I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about is the change to minor enemies in Shadowkeep. Essentially, during an update, Bungie said that right now, you actually get like double precision shot damage against minors, so red bar enemies. That's going away in Shadowkeep. And because of that, and to balance things out, that's why you saw pretty much every gun type being buffed in terms of PvE damage against miners. But being able to just blow everything away with hand cannon shots, yeah, not really actually. In fact, you can see from this gameplay here, I'm using a spare rations and I don't even get a one-shot headshot kill on this Thrall. Now, I'm a little bit of a distance away, and this role does have ricochet rounds, and obviously in this environment it's already been nerfed and stuff like that, but yeah, miners are going to be a lot harder to deal with. So being able to have like a really good primary and even something maybe more akin to an auto rifle with miner spec that can mow through those guys, that's more significant of an issue than it is right now, for sure. In fact, if this change makes it so that things like hand cannons or scout rifles aren't one-hit kills against miners, is anyone still going to use them? Like, are you still going to use your spare rations or your Austringer with Rampage and Outlaw if it doesn't one-hit kill? If you have to get to Rampage ×3 just to be able to one-hit kill a miner, are you still going to use those guns? I think the answer is going to be no for a lot of people, so that's a dramatic PvE meta shift in terms of primaries. In any event, going to turn this mission into Eris, and as you can see now she's got 2 spooky friends. Perhaps you're reassembling her fire team. In any event, that's what I'm going to leave you with. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this early look at the moon. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at @RickKackis. That's linked in the description down below. Again, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.